JTC is on the move. This your boy E. Wilson over here in Irving, Texas with Mr. Dean Lowman, and JTC is on the move. Listen, just talking to Mr. Lowman, he's doing a great work over in Honduras. First off, Dean, thanks for being out here today and just being able to share with you back and forth. Listen, let the people know, how did you get over into Honduras since 2005?
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate you making this video and sharing with everybody what we're doing. We took trips in Honduras in 2004 and fell in love with it and felt like God was calling us there. My wife started having dreams and made sure she went on a trip, and all the dreams that she had within the last 6 months came true on that one trip. So we knew that God was working and God was moving. We discovered that they were trained to use equipment in the hospital there, but didn't have the equipment, so we started shipping medical supplies and equipment to empower them to take care of their own people. We've been shipping medical supplies and equipment. Our first container was in 2005. We immediately came back and from those trips and got a whole bunch of stuff donated and started taking them down. We shipped 2 to 3 containers of medical supplies and equipment to Honduras every year. Anywhere from just a hospital breathing mask to dialysis machines, placing them in areas where people are waiting for time to be on the dialysis machine. They're getting half of the dialysis they need. Okay. And so God gave us these dialysis machines to take down there, and we're empowering the medical community to do a better job. And that allows us to disciple and minister to the public hospitals. And we do remote clinics, and we felt that we needed to share God's love in a personal way. So we started looking to and praying about opening up our own medical clinic in the more remote villages. And I was just calling, looking for medical supplies and equipment one day, and the guy said, hey, we take stuff from the hospitals, we categorize it, we make sure it's working, and then we ship it for $20,000, a 20-foot container. And I'm like, well, I don't have $20,000. And he said, well, I have this other thing. It's a 40-foot container remodeled inside by Texas A&M as a clinic. And then we put all the medical supplies and equipment in there. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome. But who knows how much that cost, right? And he said, well, actually, those are free. But we gave them all away. But, would you be interested in something like that? I said, absolutely. We wanted to have our own clinic. And they said, well, 3 days before you called, 3 days ago, someone called and said they couldn't use one. So God saved that one for us. And now in 2016 is open full-time, Monday through Friday, 7 to 3. And this, over the last calendar year, we served over 10,000 people.
10,000 people.
10,000 people come in 1 year. They see the doctor, they get lab tests if they need it, they get medicine, and even the doctor prays for them as they go through the clinic. It's an incredible impact.
What were some of the conditions that the people were in before you guys brought the container down there to help them out?
Yeah, that God gave us a variety of food, a variety of plants and animals for food. And it's to get us the vitamins and minerals that we need. And if we eat right, then our system's going to work proper, we're going to be healthy. But without proper nutrition, without enough calories, we get sick. Just because we don't give our body the building blocks that it needs. And so we've always been focused on physical and spiritual health, getting the nutrition, teaching the Word of God, giving vitamins and minerals through agricultural education. So these ladies come to the hospital for the last few weeks of their pregnancy because they're malnourished. And if you're malnourished, you're more apt to die during childbirth, or your child's going to have a problem when you give birth. And so we minister to them, we teach them nutrition and hygiene, godly living, and we teach them gardening. So they can have a home garden and have access to vitamins and minerals. And when we can, we give them seed, making that a sustainable, healthy living. And so we're teaching that so that they can live better, and praying for them and ministering to them while we're teaching them, empower them to have a healthy spiritual life as well.
Give us an example of the condition of one of the clients who's come into the hospital.
Yeah, when we took a medical, or there was a medical brigade that went up into the mountains. You drive 2 hours to the end of the road, you hike another 4 hours up into the mountains and do a medical clinic up there. And they found a lady that looked like she was 65 or 70 years old. She was actually 32 years old. And she had a baby that lost 3 pounds after delivery because she was only eating 1 corn tortilla a day. They're subsistence farmers, which means that they only have what they grow, and they have a small piece of land given to them by the village council, and they're trying to sustain themselves by growing their own food on there. So what we're trying to do is educate them on not just what to eat and how much to eat, but then now we started Victory Farms so that we can teach their husbands how to grow more food on the little land that they have, so they can sustain their family and stay in the house and be the godly man that they're supposed to be.
Tell them, Brother Dean, what is actually the goal of what we're trying to do this time?
Right now we have the clinic that's been open since 2016 in December, and it's meeting 10,000 people a year, and we're opening up a second one, and we expect to be able to see as many there. It's in about 2 hours away. It's actually more remote than the first one, but we haven't fully funded the first one, and now we're trying to open and sustain the second one. So we're praying for 100 donors at $100 a month to help us open and sustain that clinic and sustain the first one.
Okay, so y'all heard it right here. 100 donors, $100 a month to sustain the second clinic.
That's right. Well, that'll sustain both of them.
That'll sustain both.
And if that's too much, then maybe you can get a group of friends together and agree that we're going to, as a group, give $100 a month. Maybe a Sunday school class or a group at work would be such a blessing. And I know that you'll be getting blessed by hearing what your $100 is going to. For $5, we can treat one person. So for 100, we're treating 20 people with that $100 per month.
Listen, you hear it right here. We always say at JTC, you know, we try to connect with stuff that we're tangible with, that we can see that what's going on. And me and Dean have been connected for a while. We're finally meeting up, and I'm getting to hear more of the details of his mission and what they're doing over there in Honduras. And this is your opportunity to be able to sow into something that's changing lives. A lot of times you hear about stuff, especially when you talk about international and other countries, but you really don't know who you're giving to or what's going on. Well, I'm just coming here to speak on his behalf to let you know that he's making stuff happen. As we were saying, JTC, Heaven Reach Ministries is on the move in a phenomenal way, and we're just so excited to be a part. So listen, stay tuned. We're going to have his link on our website that you can go there, see what's going on, and then you can donate. We just ask you to, for those from JTC who are supporters that come through that funnel, to let them know that, you know, you found this on the JTC website, so that we can keep track of who actually is the ones who's go ahead and sow into this good ground. So we're excited about what they're doing. Stay tuned. There'll be more videos to come. We'll be having updates on Heaven Reach Ministries, along with the stuff that they have already done, so you can see the work that they're doing over there in a phenomenal way. So, Dean, listen, I appreciate you sharing what's going on in Honduras, and we're believing that these folks out there is going to see this video and say, wait a minute, I want to be a part of that, because Heaven Reach Ministries is on the move.
Wonderful, wonderful. So when you partner with Heaven's Reach, you let heaven reach through you. Thank you.
That's a drop the mic right there. Listen, E. Wilson right here with D. Lowman right here in Irving, Texas. Heaven Reach Ministries International, reminding you that if you're going to have a conversation,
make it a good one.